Hi everybody, this is Dustin and Rachel with the Parker Group, and today we wanted to talk about a subject that causes a lot of confusion we've noticed in transactions recently, and that is septic systems. So I'm going to let Dustin start and describe what's changed with septics recently and what you need to know if you're thinking of selling your home.
Yeah, so recently Delaware has changed the regulations for septic systems that anytime you sell your home, you actually need to have your septic pumped, inspected, and certified. And so this is kind of shocking to a lot of people who are putting their homes on the market. They're thinking about, what do I need to do to prepare to sell my home, not realizing that the septic is actually a part of that. And so this is actually one of the things that is a seller's responsibility, that they'll need to pay for that septic inspection and pumping and certification to really prepare their home well to sell. And again, this is the shocking piece of information for a lot of sellers that they weren't expecting.
And so a lot of times what will happen, we always recommend to sellers, go ahead and get your septic inspected as soon as you get your home on the market or even before. And the reason being, the fail rate for septic inspections is quite high. And the last thing you want is to get to the transaction portion, go through all your home inspection, get through the appraisal, and then find out that your septic has failed inspection. And then you have anywhere from a couple $100 bill that's unexpected all the way up to a $20,000 or $30,000 unexpected charge. And you don't want that to throw a wrench in the sale of your home. So like I said, a lot of times septics are failing. And once that failure happens, the process can take a little bit of time. So if your septic fails, it could fail because there are a couple minor repairs that need to happen, ideally, and it's just a couple $100 fix or a couple thousand and you're done, you get it recertified, you're ready to go. Unfortunately, sometimes the septic might have to be completely replaced. And for instance, if you have a property that has a cesspool, you can already guarantee that you have to replace it. So once the septic has to be replaced, then the next step is you have to actually have a soil scientist come out, take a look at your soils and let you know what sort of a system your property can take. So ideally you'll have a gravity, which is the cheapest type of septic system, and when you have to replace those, you're definitely looking at under $10,000, maybe around $8,000 or so. So that's kind of best case scenario. You might have an LPP, low pressure pipe system, which is a little bit more, all the way up to a sand mound system, which you probably recognize people that have the big mounds in their yard. Those systems can cost up to $20,000 to $30,000 to replace. And so that process does take some time. You'll have your soil evaluation. You have to have a septic designer come out, design your new system, get a permit from the state, put the new system in, and then have it re-inspected. That whole process costs a lot in terms of inspections, permits, and then the actual system itself. So this is definitely a new thing in Delaware with having to have these systems replaced, and it can be quite complicated. If you have any questions about your septic or you're thinking of selling and want to know what you should do or who to connect with, please give us a call. We can help you through that process.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that, oh, my toilet flushes and my sink is running and so my septic must be fine, right? That's not necessarily the case. Even if things appear to be working for you, a thorough inspection is required and needed to make sure that they're working the way that the state requires. And many times we see this where the systems are not working effectively and they have to be repaired or replaced. And so something really important to keep in mind if you're thinking about selling your house, and just regular septic maintenance in general, have it pumped on a regular basis and have someone take a look at it on a regular basis as well. Will keep you prepared in case you ever do decide to sell. But the sooner you have it inspected and the sooner that you have it pumped, the better. When you're thinking about selling, the inspection is actually good and the certification is good for 36 months. So it's not like you'll have to do it multiple times throughout the process, even if it takes a little bit longer than you'd hoped to sell your property. So keep that in mind. Septics are important. It's something that the state does require now to be inspected and certified. If you have any questions, let us know. Comment below. We're always here and available. Thanks so much, and have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.